Hi everyone, long time no see. First, I would like to apologize. I've been busy with taxes and everything. And also I was quite busy worrying about my family, especially during the Taal. My mom's place is quite near. Like she lives in Cavite. It's out of the 14-kilometer danger zone, but still dangerous, right? And she told me there were ash falls and then no classes and so on. But now it's okay. So I hope that the girl that you love or the ones that you're talking to are quite safe right now. So far, there's no news about that. And yeah, I've also been busy with tax refunds or, those things. I still can't understand it. Who does? Anyway, yeah, I would like to make this video like, what do I think about the coronavirus in the Philippines? Those who are asking me, so far I'm okay in Japan. There are 20 cases, and to be honest, the thing in Japan is like people are not, they're panicking in protecting themselves, but they are not panicking in a way where they would hate each other or something. They have been respectful to Chinese people still regardless, and I think that's very humane. About my country, on the other hand, there are a lot of hate, and there was, no humanity coming from a country where it's a Catholic country, but it's their choice. I mean, it's none of my business on what they want to do with that. So I just hope that there would be a cure and people would be safe. And then some people are, overcharging with the mask or something. So that's also another downside. But still, so far so good. And yeah. So I hope that the people, just be safe, people, and thank you always for watching my videos, and thank you for the birthday greetings as well. I'm really surprised that I received those, and the reason why I made this video, I think this was a question that was a long time ago. Apparently, sorry, the girl, like she they met online, and oh my god, my hair, sorry. And then the girl, so they met online, and then during their online talks, they had this good agreement that they would get married, then they would start a family and live together, and they would move to another country, and they would work together, or at least help each other there. But for some reason, so they got married, and then the girl doesn't want to leave her family in the Philippines. So the girl has decided to change her mind, and she decided she wants to stay in the Philippines instead of going to another country with him. I'm not sure. I think he's Caucasian because he talked about like fiance visa process was quite expensive and all. Mostly, I think for East Asian countries, they don't really charge that much, but United States and other countries, they quite do. So yeah, he actually spent a lot in processing those things, and she didn't value it. So now she wanted to stay in the Philippines, and then she is also pregnant. So apparently he kind of wants the child to be born in his country, maybe for the benefits, or like the services. Let's be honest, in Caucasian countries, sometimes the services are really good. It's also good in the Philippines if if the child is born in a private school, but if not, it's a bit bad. Anyway, so he's wondering, why would a Filipino woman change their mind, and is there a way for them to change their mind back, something like that. Well, first of all, I guess you have to talk to her. If she really doesn't want to leave her family, I don't know, because the fact that you guys actually talked about it in the first time means she was willing and she is there. And then number two, oh, and by the way, and you said like you cannot really leave your country because of your work, and so on and so forth. Well, I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure what's on her mind, but maybe she had this, like, what do you call it, cold feet, like, it's a big change, or someone told her about the things that might happen to her there. And there are things that she couldn't really adopt, and she has those fears. Or maybe her parents are getting old and she doesn't want to leave them. Or maybe in the first place she didn't really want to leave the country, and then she just wants to get like a financial support from you after giving birth with a child. This sounds bad, but actually in the Philippines some people would use financial support, use the baby to gain financial support. And it's quite creepy, and because most people from the first world country are responsible to their children. So, even if they don't really like the mom anymore, they would still keep on sending money just to support the child. So it's not a matter of loving the mom, it's more about the child. So maybe she's hoping for that thing. And a lot of women do that. So maybe I'm gonna make a video about that. Now, you guys are married and you have decided what you want. So what you could do is maybe to persuade her to help each other as a family, that you are family now, and you wouldn't really stop her from going home if she wanted to, as long as she give it a try. It's really difficult for foreigners to change, even for OFW, anyone. It's really normal, and that struggle is really difficult. So even for me. So I think, ask her like this, try it for 2 years or 3 years maximum. If she doesn't want, she can go back home, but tell her to try. Maybe she would be with you, but her mind is already, no, I just have to stay here for 3 years and meh, go home. And at the same time, make her sign a contract. Now, that I wouldn't really advise this, but in the Philippines, even if you're married or not, if you sign an agreement that is signed in front of a barangay hall or a lawyer, that is notarized, even though, as long as it's notarized, you could agree, like, okay, for example, if you go back home, I will support the child only up to this period and that period. So you wouldn't have to do it so much. You might think, oh, no, Mira, it doesn't work like that. It does. Why don't you watch Tulfo? And there are a lot of agreements like that with Filipinos and foreigners as well. Now, they might demand for more money. Well, you can do that if they can also give that amount of money. You can say, oh, I want 50-50. Now, that is like worst case scenario, like in the end. But right now, ask her to give it a try for at least 3 years in the country, because I believe that first year it's like excitement, second year is homesickness, third year is adopting. So once they start adopting, making friends, and living the life there, especially with your child, it would be better. And then number two, make her understand that this is beneficial for the child. Of course, Philippine economy is growing slowly, but being born in another country still has an upper hand. Even me, having just my residence, not resident, that card. It's also like a green card in Japan, but like, 1 year, 2 years, like that, 2 years, 3 years. Whenever I apply for a visa, it's so quick. But of course, Japanese passport and first world country passports are still powerful, because I still need to go through a visa, but for me, it would be a little bit easier. So that's a good side. Now, I really hope that it would work well, and I hope that she can find it in her heart that to understand that you guys are married to each other, and it's about time to take care of your family, especially if you're having a baby. It would be difficult to ask her, but eventually she will get her mind around it. So yeah, good luck and happy Valentine's.